Warning, the following segment contains graphic footage. Viewer discretion advised. September 16th, 2006. Nebraska versus USC. Everyone in the LA Coliseum was pumped up for the game. Everyone except this guy. 250-pound USC fullback, Ryan Powdrell.
Leading up to the game, I had like a weird feeling. Like, I don't know what kind, when you have that feeling something bad is gonna happen.
As a fullback, Ryan was used mostly as a blocker. But late in the first quarter, the Trojans called his number.
Powdrell's call, left side.
So I was trying to, take it outside. And the defensive end grabbed me from behind. Just, yanked back with my foot underneath. And my ankle snapped.
Powdrell is hurt. He got his leg caught in the pile, got spun around. It just didn't look good.
I just remember someone on the field, they say, oh, And so I look down at my ankle and it's turned around the wrong way and I'm freaking out.
When you see Ryan holding his leg, his knee is pointing straight up and his foot is pointing out in a very unusual and uncomfortable position. The only things that were keeping this foot attached to the leg in any sort of position were the tendons, the ligaments, and the capsule. The bones were no longer working as the struts that hold the ankle in place.
Here's how it happened. The two defenders trapped Powdrell, creating a giant vise. The force snapped Powdrell's fibula and wrenched his ankle a gruesome 90 degrees to the right. So the question is, how much force does it take to snap a human bone in half when trapped in a vise? To find out, we built our own vise and procured some actual human fibulas. From cadavers, of course. To see how much weight it takes to break them, we position the fibulas in the vise so that the force is concentrated at the end of the bone, which is where Ryan's leg broke. The bone is essentially a long lever with the fulcrum point near the end. With the force focused on a 1/4-inch area, we gradually added weight.
We're going to start with 10. 20. £30 and it broke.
On average, these fibulas only supported a weight of 22 pounds. So, does it really take only 22 pounds to snap a fibula? The answer is yes, if, like in our experiment, you're able to isolate the bone. But Ryan's bone wasn't isolated. His living bone was surrounded by ligaments and the larger tibia, which provide structural support. But even with this built-in protection, scientists approximate it took just 100 pounds of force to snap Ryan's fibula. This seems like a small number, but for the fibula, it's not about the amount of force, but the kind of force that is applied. Here's an inside look into what makes bones break. When placed under tensile stress, like the force applied to a rope in a tug of war, the ultimate strength of a 20-year-old bone is nearly 65 times greater than concrete. But when bones get twisted and torqued, or when the force is applied to a small area, even the strongest bones can fail. In Ryan's case, trapped in a vise by 2 defenders who applied a twisting pressure, it took only 100 pounds of force to snap his fibula. So how do you fix a break like this? With something stronger than bone or concrete. Metal.
Well, what they tried to achieve when they repaired this was they're trying to correct the length and position of the fibula, and that's why they put in the plate. And as well, they put 2 screws in perpendicular to the fracture site of the tibia. And that realigns the ankle mortise, or ankle joint, so that this talus will once again hinge within the tibia and fibula.
Despite the horrific nature of the injury, Ryan went on to make a full recovery. And nowadays, he uses the gruesome video to torture his friends.
When they see the video, then everyone gets disgusted. But I like to watch it. Even surprise people, like, look at the TV, you know, and I'll click play and they'll start playing. I think it's funny.